Hey everybody, Cody Barnett over Bodyworks Physical Therapy and Concussion Center, and I want to tell a story today about a friend of mine who's gone through some interesting things with some back pain and back problems and hip problems that had gone on for a long time. And so I'm joined today by Marlene, and Marlene's going to tell a little bit about her story. So Marlene, fill me in, or fill our listeners in, and just talk a little bit about, before we started seeing each other, kind of what your situation was and your history with your back.
Okay. So my back stuff has kind of been more than one thing. I have had lower back pain for a long time, off and on. Nothing really makes it better. And then I had this feeling that my pelvis was off. And so I was always walking a little bit crooked and having a lot of pain with that too. Mm-hmm. And I just kind of thought that was maybe the way life was going to be.
And how long was that going on?
A couple of years.
Yeah, so a couple of years.
Yeah.
And then tell me, how was that then affecting you in terms of lifestyle, things you want to do?
Yeah, well, it was because I have a job where I have to be active. I couldn't always do what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. I couldn't always get down on the floor to do what I needed to do. I wasn't doing as much physical activity as I used to do. Mm-hmm. And I think probably some of my sleep was affected by it.
Okay. Yeah. And for you, being able to get up and down off the floor is like a really big deal.
It's a really big deal. I work with kids. I'm a child therapist, and so I have to get onto the floor.
You've got to be able to do that.
Yes.
And sit on low chairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
And get up and down and up and down.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. And so we did some things to help that. We worked on some things for mobility for your back. We did discover there's a reason why your pelvis felt like it was off kilter, because it really was.
Really was. My right leg is shorter than my left.
Yeah. So we had to
there we are.
Get you in some orthotics. It helped balance that out.
Which made a huge difference. Oh my goodness. I still remember the first, even before we got the orthotics and we just had that lift in there, it was like amazing how much difference it made.
Yeah. So there's a reason why your pelvis felt like it was off kilter.
It was.
It was cattywampus. Yeah. And so you had a family member.
My sister had similar problems, but we now know they're different, who had been to your office. And I had followed her with doing other things, doing osteopathy and all this other stuff. And she said, I think you should go to Bodyworks. And so I did.
So I haven't asked you this before. I just was wondering, were you skeptical in the beginning?
I guess I was. Because I'd done physical therapy before, and it had made a difference for a short time, but it didn't last. And so I was like, but I trust my sister too. Mm-hmm. So she said, these guys, they listen to what you're saying and what you're experiencing, which nobody had done. You really kind of thought about what I was experiencing and how it all fit together with my body. Nobody had done that. They just said, we'll do this or do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, huge difference.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So you're just to be clear to everybody watching, things aren't perfect right now.
No.
We haven't eliminated every single ounce of pain. No. But how do you feel today compared to before, or the last 2 years prior?
Oh, I feel so much better. I can get up and down off the floor without having to do a downward facing dog to get my body up. I can move around the house. I can do exercises. I know that if I do the exercises that I'm supposed to be doing, and that I want to do, I feel better. And I didn't have those exercises before.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so just to brag on Marlene a little bit, she just resumed her swimming program. She just resumed doing some yoga stuff on a regular basis. She's doing the bell choir at church.
Which is important to me.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And it's a matter of just standing.
Yeah.
That's the amazing thing to me. Just
Yeah.
standing was hard.
Yeah. So, to brag on her, like she's worked really hard and been very diligent, and I'm super proud of her for
Thank you.
working through all this stuff. Because let's face it, after 2 years, sometimes you kind of just want to throw up your hands and go, well, crud, is this just going to be the way it's going to be forever?
Yeah.
And you're proof positive that it's not.
Yeah.
And I've been real. Very much enjoyed working with you, but also very, very proud of you.
Well, thank you.
So
I really appreciated your help.
thanks.
Yeah.
So, in closing, is there any words of wisdom or any words of hope that you might share with anybody that might be going through something similar to what you've experienced?
Well, yeah, I mean, just kind of what you said, that even though it felt like this was something I was just going to have to deal with for life, it's not. And bodies are amazing things if you know what you're doing.
Yep.
And you know what you're doing.
Give it the right inputs.
Yeah, exactly. But you got to work.
Yeah.
You can't just come in here every week and then hope it gets better.
Yeah, true.
You got to work.
That is true. Yep. So, but Marlene, sure appreciate you sharing your story with everybody.
No
If you're watching and if you're having trouble similar to what you heard Marlene describe, feel free to reach out to us. We do have options for you. We've got a free ebook that you can download from our website, which is bodyworksphysicaltherapy.net. It's 9 ways to have a healthy, pain-free back, so you're welcome to grab that. You're also welcome to call us at 316-558-8808. And until next time, Marlene, thank you so much for joining us today, and I
My pleasure.
appreciate you sharing your story.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.